Hey everybody, welcome back to another video where I'm bringing you those daily crypto news reports. Today's article goes over successes and failures of brand marketing in the metaverse. Yep, branding and marketing in the metaverse is a huge thing building up right now, and there have been some successes to it and there's been some failures to it. Let's go over this article, I think, which covers a couple of them. So here we go. International forecasts predict that global metaverse revenue will reach $400 billion by 2025. As a result, more brands are investing in new marketing opportunities within the metaverse. However, through trial and error, these brands are quickly learning there are right and wrong ways to go about the unexplored territory. We've compiled a few examples of brand name wins and losses so far in the metaverse in an attempt to decipher the best strategy going forward. But first, let's answer a crucial question. What is the metaverse? The metaverse is the combination of two realms, the physical and the digital. While most average people find this to be a strange and airy concept, it is nothing new to gamers. To them, combining these two worlds is just natural evolution of the technology they've grown to love. Also, it already been around for years. For example, Second Life is a massively popular metaverse experience that's already 2 decades old. While the tech is mature, the audience is not. As new metaverses expand into the international zeitgeist, different audiences wake up to its ability and its potential. This audience is growing quickly and is much more diverse than the gamers who initially appreciated the metaverse in its early stages. Hence, brands who want to utilize the metaverse for marketing must carefully choose which audiences to target and how to attract them. For example, companies must consider the scale of the campaign, whether they want a permanent or temporary presence, whether they want to create metaverse branding or a tool to generate leads, and more. Looking at some previous examples, we can see the result of how brands interact with the metaverse audience. JP Morgan fails its first attempt at the metaverse marketing. Even in its early stages, there are still some examples of metaverse wins and failures from international brands. For example, the popular Decentraland Metaverse recently hosted Metaverse Fashion Week, MVFW. This event offered a unique element compared to a physical version of a fashion show. The event took place March 24th to the 27th and featured a prominent exposure for retail giants that built digital pop-up stores in the metaverse. Participants included luxury stalwarts like Dolce & Gabbana, Dundas World, Etro, Selfridges, and Tommy Hilfiger. In general, the event was considered a success, attracting positive reactions from metaverse fans and fashion fans alike. Meanwhile, JP Morgan has a rather disappointing experience. When the international finance giant first announced they would release a lounge in the metaverse, the press ran the story wondering about the possibilities. However, the lounge was somewhat of a letdown. Aside from a walking tiger in the JP Morgan lounge, there were no activities or content to engage with besides an empty room. I remember going in there. Let's see, who else? Hodler takes interactive metaverse campaigns to the next level. While JP Morgan used the metaverse as nothing more than a digital billboard, European-based fintech platform Hodler decided to add a creative element to gamify marketing. Hodler just concluded its first ever treasure hunt, which took place in the Decentraland metaverse. The 3-day treasure hunt challenged its players in an escape room style virtual experience to win real $30,000 in the virtual world. After the winners were announced, Hodler conducted an interview with them to share on the company's blog. And here it was. The treasure hunt tasks were created in alignment with metaverse native content, art galleries, buildings with activities, and lounges. Overall, the treasure hunt was a great success, said Hodler, head of partnerships, Vida Santinetti. Participants engaged in the treasure hunt from May 2nd and 4th, 2022. As expected, the audience was well-balanced, consisting of both Hodler and Decentraland community members. For 3 days, the event trended on Decentraland, and the NFT wearables were a large part of that. Now, one participant in the campaign performed a total of 63 attempts to perfect their results and managed to win. This is one positive example of how brands created engaging content for their audience. 63 attempts. I probably would have gone for 30. Just kidding. As a final touch, Hodler decided to throw in a surprise bonus prize for all new users who participated. Those who did that received a $30 mana, the native decentralized cryptocurrency, welcome reward. Will the head start pay off for the brands experimenting with the metaverse? Regardless of success or failure, any brands experimenting with metaverse marketing strategies is considered an early adopter. They are already aware of new tools that are the competition. It is either not aware of it or is purposely ignoring them. That may come at a price later on. Companies that see the metaverse as more than a fad and an additional world of advertising possibilities have head start. While they will go through a trial and error process in the early days, this hard work in the present will ultimately pay off in the future. Learning from these mistakes and planting the seeds before the space becomes overcrowded and overpriced will eventually pay off for these forward-thinking brands. So yeah, those are like the winning news. If you just have for JP Morgan, it was a fail. If you just have a empty space with a walking tiger, nothing really making you want to stay there, it's like you're not going to get that much foot traffic, and that's going to be staying there. And I remember testing it out. It wasn't that fun. You just walked in there. It's like you went up the stairs. If you clicked on one of the links, it took you to their website, but that was about it. So it was like nothing really fun compared to the hodlers guys. Whew, that's fun. Treasure hunt, scavenger hunt, and like you had people in there for 3 full days trying to find this treasure hunt. Whatever advertisements were in there, they were seeing. So it's a success and failure. It's an early adoption brand for a new type of marketing. And yeah, we're going to see what works and what doesn't. And whoever finally perfects the ultimate perfection will definitely win in the long run. And yeah, and definitely lead the way for other companies to start doing the same thing. So yeah, that's the article for you. Hope you guys liked it. I thought it was very educational. And don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a beat. And until next time, the Crypto Sherpa is out.